do 12 megabit. I'm just 6. But what it did to me is, and the guy just plugged my router right into this guy. RJ45, plugged it in. Worked great, came right up, except for the my cameras, because I use special ports, and I have holes in there for those ports in my router. And guess what? This is not just a modem, and the connections on the back are not just modem outputs, they're routed ports. But there's a way you can defeat the router. You can defeat the router and not turn off the Wi-Fi, and I had instructions for doing it. So it's good. So I pointed, basically you tell it, go to a particular MAC address over here, and it will route everything directly to here, bypass the router.
The DMZ.
The DMZ, pass it right to there. And also, they warned you to turn off the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi might get confused because it'll still see the other signal there.
My Motorola router, when I had Time Warner, it was a Motorola router.
Yeah.
It automatically shut the Wi-Fi off as soon as it realized that there was another Wi-Fi signal in the house.
Oh, okay.
Just shut it off.
That's probably the good default.
Ours wanted to, but the thing is, I was using an extender. That took forever to turn off.
Yeah.
And two, if you live in an apartment building.
Well, it's actually kind of, I realized what it was doing after a while, because I actually wanted both networks running, but I was like, oh, okay.
You probably change it. They did say, due to the fact that they offered the bonding, that they, I saw some comments that they didn't do fixed IP addressing, which would have got me, because I'm Mr. Fixed IP on the cameras, you know. So they didn't have, you couldn't turn off DHCP and set up fixed addressing. So I don't know if that's true or not. That's just innuendo. $60 cheaper than Time Warner. They say the Time Warner warned me when I go to the regular price, that I'll be back up with them.
Actually, just as a warning with DirecTV,
Yeah.
what they do is they'll have the price for about a year. Your price is only guaranteed for a year. And then after that, your price will be through the roof a year from now. I can promise you.
You're talking about on the AT&T service?
No, I'm talking with DirecTV. The reason why I know this is I worked at RDI and I used to sell it. And the thing is, I looked at everything. I had the option to get free for my parents as long as I accepted, and for everyone in my household, okay, free as long as I accepted a 2-year warranty, 2-year service contract with them.
Yeah.
I told them it's free. I don't need it. They didn't like me too much. They kept on pushing it because it meant another sale for the building.
Now, I don't understand. What are you talking about?
Basically, if you look at your contract,
Yeah.
it'll have first year pricing, okay? Then of what it will be, it'll have 18-month price. Then it'll have 12-month pricing, 18-month pricing, and 24-month pricing.
Yeah.
So
This was a 24-month. They say nothing about any other
okay,
on the ad. So
It's
I
just
should be
what I-
clear. Yeah.
just look at it. I'm just saying, just look at the contract. It's what
Yeah.
I found out.
Okay. So watch out. I got 6 megabit Wi-Fi because that's what they offer in our area. Hey, Kenny. Hey. I did the wireless TV option, which I love. You get 2. You pay a $7.99 fee for each wireless drop, and then past the 2 initial ones, they charge you $7 a month service to keep them there. And I do notice that they're on eBay. They don't put the model number on the little boxes, but we'll find out. RF remotes work anywhere. They're great. They say they have problems losing connections when raining. They say the HT losses are more severe. Okay, with the 6 megabit internet, that's how I found out the internet was involved. If you say replay this show from the beginning, it comes through the internet. It comes through the internet, and it will pause you regularly. But I'm familiar with that little game. But you don't realize that if you're just recording shows and you record the shows, just say record this, record that, you don't notice because it's coming through the dish. But when they start again, it comes through the internet until the point that it transitions to live.
Makes sense.
So you dumped Time Warner as your internet carrier.
Yep.
And what with AT&T?
DirecTV is now AT&T, so you go DirecTV, you're going AT&T.
Okay. Without going through Cincinnati Bell.
Without going through Cincinnati Bell. Cincinnati Bell has not been in our area, although my next door neighbor appears to be getting a T1 or something.
There's tricks for that.
Some issues with DirecTV and AT&T. Oh, okay. If you're doing on-demand stuff, it goes through the internet, and the TV listings go through the internet. Okay. Overall install went okay. You do still have 2 accounts. You got an AT&T account and you got a DirecTV account, and that seems to be a little iffy. 6 megabit service for me using the internet is okay. I got to try some watching movies on YouTube and stuff. I got to try that. That's true. The AT&T modem, when you just talked about that, they do it does act like a router and a firewall and all that stuff. So I had to disconnect that just to make it act like a modem, and it worked. It wasn't bad.
Your cameras back online?
Huh?
Your cameras are back online?
Cameras are fine. New address. Change the address. Everything's great. The cameras at first seem to work better remotely, but I'll be checking that. In general, they seem to work better. The Genie, this is the Genie, has 1 terabyte, 280 HD movies. The Bridge it tees into the same thing, goes to your antenna, and $100 to install it, no monthly charge, and then you can do all your remotes. I really like that feature. Pay for it? Maybe not.
So the Bridge, what does the Bridge do now?
The Bridge takes your tuner and makes you able to connect to it wirelessly. And it also allows you to have remotes wherever in the house, and you can never go out of range of your remote on your TV. So you could play music on your TV and control it from your bedroom. And each one of them has a little rub-on, stick-on label so you can stick it. And also, it looks like you can control any TV from any remote. You'd have to set that up. My guy didn't set that up. But it looks like you can do that, which would be nice. And you can't ever get out of range. You don't have to point at anything. It doesn't matter anymore. So that's nice. So this is the Genie. This is just the box with the drive in it. And it could be anywhere. And this is the antenna wire. And in order to change over, they did want to change out all the splitters in the house if I were going to wire it. By doing this, they just brought it into the house, took it to the first TV. It doesn't matter where this box is. There's no controls on it. stuck it in there, you're done. Everything else is wireless.
So you got 5 TVs in your house?
Yes, I do.
Plus, you got 6 TVs, right? You got 5 boxes. Plus
I got
five
five TVs. We got 4 bedrooms.
Oh, and you got TV in every bedroom?
No, I got got one in the kitchen. One in the kitchen. So if you go to the kitchen, you don't want to miss a ball game. And then I got one in the basement by my treadmill, and 2 in the bedrooms.
In the house there in Monroe that we lived, I got 2 TV sets in the computer room. What are you talking about? He's light. No. We had 3 TV sets total. I had 2 in the computer room though.
But yeah, also I did read where one way they screwed one of the recipients was the internet agreement was only good for a year, and when they came off the year agreement, they charged them through the wazoo for the AT&T. But I asked specifically multiple times, not that it would do me any good if they have a written contract.
Get it in writing. I worked at a call center for it with reinstalls, calling the people who were upset when they left. Paid the fee to get out of the company. So yeah, I heard all and I know everything horrible about it. So.
Did they lie intentionally to people?
I'm thinking it wasn't a lie. I'm thinking that the original individual didn't know the rules of the game when they started up. Because when you set them up and they're an upset customer a second time, they don't go over any of that stuff that I would want to know. They don't ask one question that I want to know, and they don't train you on that question.
Well, granted, I had DirecTV 10 years ago. I actually knew more about how to install DirecTV than the installer who was paid to do the job.
That's true with my case. My guy
had no clue how to do it.
He knew how to install it, but he'd been working there 3 months.
The guy we had at the time, we had a really old console TV set, not cable ready, had the old screw terminals on the back.
Oh yeah.
And this guy looked at that and went,
"What is this?
I can't hook this up." I'm like, "Yes, you can. Go out to your truck. You've got a Ballum out there that's got the screw terminals to 75, the 300 ohm to 75 ohm Ballum." And he goes, "What the hell's that?" "You've got one on the back of your truck. Go out there and look." He had one on the back of his truck. Because I carry that stuff around.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm probably youngest in the room, and I know what that is.
Yeah. The other guy sat there and looked. There were 2 of them. We had I had a hole knocked in the roof so that I could drop a cable down, and he said, "You can't do that." I said, "Yeah, you just need a splitter, and you split it off. I'll just have to watch the same thing on both sets." This was back before they had all the niceties.
Well, before they went digital.
Yeah. But
yeah,
they had no clue how to make any of that stuff work. And Lord help them that they saw an old TV set.
Well, the sad part is I applied to do that stuff, and they told me, "Oh, you're not qualified." And I'm like, "Okay, hey, you know."
So.
Okay. So you're ready for your Raspberry Pi demo?
I guess.
Installation.
I suppose I'm ready. You want to see that thing first?
What is it?
It's a thing.
The PSC.
Hold it from the camera so people can see your thing, so to speak.
People don't want to see my thing. It is a
That's going to be blurry. Okay, that's better.
that's better. It's a RTL 8710.
And what would that be in English?
Exactly. It's newer. Well, it's not even made by the same people that make the ESP8266.
Yeah.
But it's a competition for the ESP8266.
Oh.
And unfortunately, there's not like a whole lot, just like when the 8266 came out, and there was absolutely nothing. They keep saying that this was released to the public at least 2 months before they were ready to release it.
Oh, okay.
But there's there's some documentation. I won't say there's none. Most of it's stuff that people have figured out by themselves. But it's got a Cortex processor, and it runs some funky firmware that is actually kind of cool. It's got like AT commands in it, and you can somehow or another toggle the pins on and off with the AT commands. Just kind of cool, but I haven't figured out how to make it actually work yet. But it's the replacement. It's not really a replacement. It's not even made by the same company, but it's 512K of RAM on it and a meg of flash. It's not a bad little thing.
Did you see the 60 Minutes this week with the IBM Watson? What they're doing with it?
I saw little bits of it. I didn't see any of the Watson stuff. But
They're starting to evaluate doctors' diagnoses of people with cancer.
That was one of the things that they wanted it to do when they told it to play Jeopardy.
And it looks like they're being somewhat successful, but you never know, because what they tell knuckleheads is far removed from reality. They say they're getting it where it can read the CAT scans and tell where they're identifying anomalies. And one advantage they have for cancer is they're about 8,000 papers a day come out on cancer, and they can't keep up.
And it can.
And it can.
Watson actually is a pretty amazing piece of technology.
And they had some robots there. They were doing goofy stuff. But they're supposedly taking stuff off of Watson and loading it onto the robots. And also they had looked like there's probably a driverless car that takes people on tours, and people could ask questions, and IBM was subbing out some of the Watson capabilities to answer questions on the tours.
Watson's pretty amazing.
It'd be cool if you did one with presidential debates.
Who's going to win?
Well, no, he'd be a great debater because, like, no, this, all the information you can throw out there in a second.
What's the purpose of a debate if you're not going to lie to each other, right? How would they have debates?
Well, the best part about it is both of them know, without a doubt, they can't lie.
Yeah, that would be terrible. Have a politician that couldn't lie? What's the purpose?
All right, so I don't know how good this demo is really going to be because I kind of threw it together. But this is not it's not the Arduino, it's the ChipKit, which is a PIC microcontroller.
Oh, okay.
But the IDE and everything else is very, very similar. So the little Arduino that I've got, that board, still won't fit on that. So I just kind of went,
Yeah, you got taken, didn't you?
So, and the larger board that I've got, that's got the ChipKit and the Arduino on it, apparently wasn't designed for this board either. So I don't know what the heck what that went to. So the pin headers don't even match up. So I don't know what the heck that one went to. But anyway, obviously there's two processors now. There's the microcontroller that's a PIC, and there's the Raspberry Pi underneath that's got the Broadcom. See if I could try to.
Broadcom?
It's the whatever it is. And I am not connecting. So let's see if my thing has changed.
Now this is the Raspberry Pi you're looking at here, or?
I'm trying to SSH into the Raspberry Pi, and I am not being very successful about it.
SSH would be like a op console type connection.
Secure shell.
Okay.
Disconnect.
Terminal connection via secure shell.
Disconnected.
Are you sure?
Oh, you want to know my advice on this tablet?
Yeah.
After a year, the battery stays good. For the charger portion that charges the battery, I believe fries.
The charger.
The battery's good. The charger fries.
So I'm half tempted to, since they're incredibly, I mean, whoever made it because they knew that these things were going to break. Because I have no fingernails right now, and you should not be able to pop it open like I just did a moment ago. Maybe I put the other part this time. But what I'm planning on doing is taking a USB cable apart,
making your own kit.
Yep.
So jack's bad?
No. There's circuitry in here that from here to here prevents this battery from charging.
Why? You want to buy a new one?
The charger chip's bad or something. The current limiting chip in there probably, or charging chip. Yeah, it's probably shot.
Yeah. And I took it all apart and put it back together.
And if one could find that chip, you might be able to tell you it's not uncommon to see a charger chip die.
I know.
Current limiting.
I did not see it. But if someone else does, that'd be great. Because I would just at this point in time, I would just short it out. So then my battery would charge. I put a switch on it, so, I guess battery's full. Windows says battery's full. I'm going to turn it off. Because it won't even accept the charge, period, right now. The battery's good.
Find a little charger circuit and roll your own.
Yeah, I'm just going to put 5 volts on top.
Well, okay. I'm going to do something.
Just turn it off when you think it's full.
I want this to work.
I'll use Windows to tell me when the battery's full.